Hey everyone, today I've got something a little bit different. I've only done one of these videos in the past, but it's time. I have amassed 5 completely overflowing bags of home fragrance empties. Gooby is out co-hosting today, but I have so many fragrance empties here, just everything from candles to incense to room sprays, you name it. I am going to separate all of these into categories and then we'll go over all of them. I'm so curious as to how many empties there actually are. Let me dump all these, sort them, and then we'll jump right into it. Okay, that's a lot of empties. And what I'm burning today is the cocoa roasted chestnuts. This one's kind of interesting. It's very delicious. It's warm, nutty, a little hint of cocoa just to keep things sweet and soft. I love the way this smells. However, I will say up close, it's not ultra strong, but when you walk into the room, it definitely fills the room. But when you're in the room, it seems really light. So the throw is kind of interesting, but the scent is really yummy. But now let's talk empties because there are just so many of them. I will say most of the things in this video will be Bath and Body Works, but I do have a few other things, including Waxmelts, which is something I'm more recently getting into. So I've got a couple I found from Walmart that are actually really yummy. I found the Incense cookie jar. This one has fragrance notes of sweet vanilla bean, warm sugar, and buttery notes. I'm always down for those buttery cookie type of scents, and this one did not disappoint. The throw wasn't ultra strong and it wasn't one that I could reburn, but it was really yummy for what it was. I also got the frosted lemon bars from the Better Home and Gardens line that is also sold at Walmart. This is another fragrance. I love a lemon sweet type of fragrance. Give me a lemon pound cake, give me a lemon cookie, just so good. So I definitely really enjoyed this one. It did have that shortbread, like buttery note to it, but yeah, another one, maybe not reburning, but definitely good for what it was. Most Waxmelts, I will say, is a one and done burn, but I have had a couple in my fragrance collection that I can burn a couple times, such as these Yankee candle ones. These are a 2 burn if you do not burn it for a long time the first time. This one is the balsam and cedar. I really love a coniferous tree smell. Give me pine, give me balsam. I love those types of smells. So yeah, I really enjoyed these, and these were really strong. A couple that were not ultra strong but had nice scents were the Candlewick Care Waxmelts. I have the winter pine, which again, I love those types of scents, as well as the Homebody, which was a white sage and lavender. Really, really nice scents on these, just not ultra strong. And the last wax melt I have here is actually from the Dollar Tree, and this was a 2-cent pack. There was some pumpkin ginger ale ones, which were really, really strong. And then there was the toasted hazelnut latte, which similarly to the candle I'm burning now, that hazelnut scent is really strong when you come into the room, but it's not something really strong when you're right up on it. So it's kind of an interesting one, but these were really good for $1.25. I ended up actually getting another pack and I'm working on those now. So these are actually really nice from the Dollar Tree. So I'll definitely keep my eyes out for their home fragrance products like this in the future because they are coming out with some interesting items. And if you've been watching my Dollar Tree content, you already know some of the amazing products they've been coming out with. So definitely stay tuned if you like that kind of content because I've really been enjoying Dollar Tree's selection lately. So that bridges us into room sprays. I got this Shantae Scents air freshener in the Lilac Musk fragrance. This is a really nice bottle. I could totally reuse this, but this one was also a Dollar Tree find. So another really nice one that I totally would repurchase if I saw again, but these were like a one and done type of item. They came, they went, and yeah, I haven't seen them since, but they were really nice. I do have a Febreze here in the Spring and Renewal Air fragrance. This is so pretty and bright and super refreshing. It does have like a bit of a florally-ness to it, but it also has like a clean linen-ness. And I'm not really an ultra linen lover. Like I don't really love those super fresh laundry scents. However, this is so nice. This is one I would totally repurchase again. Even though I don't really use Febreze products very often, I'd rather go for a room spray. I really love Bath and Body Works room sprays, which you will see here in a second, but I really, really liked this. Now, Bath and Body Works room sprays are absolutely amazing. You do 1 or 2 sprays, it fills the room, and I just absolutely love them. I spray them throughout the day, and it just makes my house smell absolutely lovely. I absolutely love them, and it just really creates the space, you know? So I just really, really enjoy them, and I go through them like so quickly. So first off, I have Calypso Clementine. I've got 2 of them here, and I do really love this fragrance. I have gone through it in multiple products in body care as well as home care. So yeah, definitely a really nice, fresh, crisp type of fragrance, but it's got that citrusy note. It's really interesting. It's kind of a unisex fragrance as far as something you wear, and I just really like the freshness of this one. Same with the next one. This one is Seaside Breeze. This one, I feel like it had a little bit of a perfumey or cologne-ness to it, but very aquatic, very fresh, so cozy. I really liked this one. Another one I went through 2 of. The next one is like a super bright citrusy type of aquatic with a little hint of a woody note. I love this one. This one is the Lakeside Morning. It's one that I'm missing and absolutely loved while we had it. This was a super bright, crisp fragrance, so definitely really yummy and fresh. The next one is one of my all-time favorites from the White Barn section in Bath and Body Works. This one is the Rosewood and Patchouli. My bad, it's Patchouli and Rosewood. I had to look to double check, but it's just so good. Like, it's so warm, it's so woody. I'm a big patchouli fan, so it really comes through, and I just really love this one. So yeah, I went through 4 of this one and would totally pick up a bunch of them if I saw this back again. I'm pretty sure this was one that kind of came and went, but it was such a great one. I have a couple of fresh balsams here. I, again, really love those green needly tree scents. And my goodness, this is perfect for Christmas time. If you have an artificial tree and you spray this around the house, it just feels like you have a real tree in the house. So I just really like this type of fragrance. Even if you don't have a tree in the house, this just really gives that lovely winter holiday type of fragrance. So I'm just in love with it. And yeah, I went through a couple of this one, as well as the Fresh Mandarin Cedar. This one is exactly what it sounds like. It smells really fresh. It has that burst of citrus. It's not ultra juicy. It's very fresh and almost a bit powdery with the way the wood meets it. It's just so beautiful. So yeah, I went through a couple of this one as well. I've got 3 of the Mahogany Coconut. This was one that I really loved in home care and would love in body care. I just really, really enjoyed this. I did go through some candles of this one as well, so sneak peek alert. But this one has a creamy coconut, mahogany woods, and lavender fragrance profile. It's so nice. It's very warm and inviting, like very cozy feeling, like it feels very cashmere-y. So yeah, another really great one. Ooh, Bergamot Birch. This is another really nice one. Matt really loves this one as well. I really liken this to a men's aftershave. Like, it smells like a super fresh, crisp, clean man smell. And I feel like a lot of bergamots feel that way because a lot of fresh or sport men's fragrances feature that bergamot note, and I just love that fragrance. So this is another really nice one. It blends it with a woody note to give it a little deeper of a masculine fragrance. I just love it. The next one is another one that I have really enjoyed and talked about a lot on my channel. This one is Sunrise Woods. This one is one we were lucky enough to get in body care. I did go through 4 bottles of the room spray. This one just smells like if cologne and perfume had a baby. It smells like when you go into the fragrance section of Macy's and you just smell like all of those beautiful scents just mixing and melding. That's what this smells like. And it's luxurious and I love it. It's warm, inviting, cashmere, comfy, cozy, and I just really enjoyed it. So yeah, I went through it in the home care as well as body care. Another one that I really, really like is the White Tea and Sage. This one feels like a comforting, relaxing spa. It's fresh, but it's like inviting and cozy. I really, really like it. I usually do really like tea fragrances, but the sage in here does give it that like aromatic spa-like quality. Blue, verbena, and lime. What a fresh, crisp, clean, yummy, citrusy, yet green type of fragrance. Loved this one. It was really nice for summer and hope to get this back again because this was absolutely beautiful. Pink lavender and espresso, another super favorite in home care. This almost feels like a hot chocolate, but gone boutique coffee shop. Like it's just so good. This is really sweet, but really warm and cozy. A really nice one. I believe this fragrance has even won awards. It's that good. Sweet orange and agave is another really nice one. It is a sweetened orange. It's got a lot of zest and zing to it. And yeah, another really nice one. Dark amber and oud. This is another one that I liken to like an aftershave. It's very manly feeling. The oud is very deep and the amber is very masculine. It has a bit of noir and mystery to it. I really enjoy this, but I definitely feel like it is more on the masculine side. Same with the next one, which is Mountain Teakwood. This one is a little bit different from their Mahogany Teakwood. This one has a little bit brighter, maybe more of a citrusy type of feeling. This one I really, really enjoy. I was missing the teakwood, but I really overdid myself on Mahogany Teakwood for a while there, but this one was really beautiful. And I don't know that this is still available, but I would buy this up if it ever came back. It's just so perfect. One that I really like for springtime is Fresh Cut Lilacs. It's one of my favorite flowery smells. It's very nostalgic and it does transport me. I absolutely love a lilac scent, so this one is perfect. Spring Clothesline is another really great one, perfect for spring into summer. This one I wish I had bought more of. I took a chance on it with the notes I read online. It seems like something I might like, even though it did have a linen-y type of fragrance note in there. I absolutely fell for this and it made me rethink linen-y fragrances, and now I even have a couple of them in my collection. So it made me appreciate that note. I really, really like this. Again, would buy this up if they came back out with this one. It's so perfect. It's fresh, almost to where it feels like a woody, citrusy, like, I would love to have this in body care even. It's just that good. Pure Wonder. This is a really popular Bath & Body fragrance. We all love it, right? So this is one that is perfect for wintertime, but I feel like it's a little bit different and more powdery in the room spray than it is in body care. In body care, I feel like it's almost like a sweet pea fragrance, but it's not. It just is in my mind. It just goes to that. Like, I don't know. This one is really beautiful though, but again, it's a little bit different in the room spray. Kind of powdery, really nice. A really bright, poppy, juicy one was the Watermelon Lemonade. This one is super tart, sweet, yummy, fruity, juicy. Perfect summer fragrance. I really enjoyed this one. I actually have the Mahogany Teakwood here. This one is one that I did like for a really long time. And it is a nice fragrance, but you guys, I like really overdid it on this fragrance to the point where I'm just like, I will take most any other fragrance at this point. It's nice. I just can't with it anymore. Like when you love a fragrance, don't overdo it because then you won't love it anymore or you'll be sick of it, which is where I'm at with this one. So yeah. I've got a really nice fall one here. This one is Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin. This one, another really nice one. It is pretty straightforward, really cinnamony, but the pumpkin is there. It's beautiful. I mean, I love fall fragrances, but yeah, it's pretty basic, but during fall, it's everything. So yeah, I really like these types of fragrances, even though I'm not like an ultra cinnamony girly, and some of those fragrances I don't ultra like apple cinnamon fragrances a lot of the times I don't love, but a cinnamon pumpkin is a little different. Like I really like pumpkin-y fragrances, so it just depends. This one is a really nice one for fall though. Another one that's kind of up that alley is Cinnamon Stick. This is just pure cinnamon. It's super spicy, super hot, pretty straight up. So this one was another one that was really nice for fall time. I've got Ocean here, which is a really nice fragrance from the men's line. It's really aquatic, fresh, and lovely. So yeah, me and Matt really like this one. This one, I don't know that they make men's room sprays anymore, but they need to because they're amazing. So yeah, this was really nice. I have Santa's Workshop here. This one changed my mind on peppermint fragrances. I saw that it had the rainbow candy fragrance in there, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna give it a shot. It's one of those where I just got curious, and I'm so glad I gave into the curiosity because this is a sweet, soft, like, if I can say powdery peppermint, but don't think powdery as in the typical sense of powdery. Think like a fluffy peppermint. That's what this smells like. Ugh, it's so good. And it has that candy fragrance, so it's sugary. It's just so good. Like, I would buy multiples of this, and I cannot stand a peppermint fragrance. Like, honestly, I don't love that. But this is it. Like, I loved this one. Think like the fluffiest, softest, sweet peppermint. That is it. And it's just so good. Not to mention the ultra cute pink bow packaging. I've got the iced winter balsam here, a little bit different from the fresh balsam. This one feels a little bit more holiday-ish. Like, I wanted to say spicy, like, think like those cinnamon holiday spices, but kind of. Like, very toned down. It is that, but it's very toned down. It's still very tree smell. But it does have that hint of like holiday under vibe to it, whereas the fresh balsam is straight up Christmas tree, like fresh cut tree. This one, more of a holiday feeling version of that, you know, just not quite as fresh cut, but definitely still green tree. From that same release is Cedar and Suede. This is spicy, like really spicy. Super spicy, nutmeggy and cinnamony, but also very leathery and woody. It's super hard to describe, but so good. This would be perfect for fall and winter again. I'd love to see it come back. It was a really nice one and super strong. The next one was nice. This was the raspberries and whipped vanilla. I felt like the raspberry had a little bit of that juvenile feel to it, so very fun feeling fragrance, and that vanilla gave a very soft, sweet airiness to the berry. So it was a really nice one. This is one that I could see myself wearing in body care as well. I always do that. I hope for body care when I love a fragrance in the home care section. This next one would be another good contender. This is Cozy Cashmere. It is soft, sweet, a little bit linen-y, but super warm and inviting. It's just so lovely. The next one would be another great contender for body care. This is Whipped Honey and Vanilla. We have got a few honey fragrances in the past couple years, but this is really beautiful and special. I've gone through this one in the Wallflower. I've gone through this one in the Home Spray. I have kind of experimented with this fragrance, and I just really feel like it's perfect. Like, I really love this one. It's one of those vanillas that's very different, and I love that. I will have all the vanillas, please, and this one is one I would love to see in body care. It's just so nice. It's whipped, it's fluffy. That honey gives it that sweetness. It's really beautiful. This next one is one I would snap up in body care so quick. This is Iced Ginger Snap. This is the most delicious gourmand. This one is one that I absolutely am just enthralled with. I do have another one in my collection, thank goodness, but I would love to see this as part of a winter release. It is so scrumdiddlyumptious. It is so craveable and sweet and yummy. I love it. It's a perfect gourmand, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It is icing. It is that sweet ginger snap. It is spicy from the ginger. It's sweet. It's got that cinnamon. It's got that punch of yummy, sweet, creamy, cheesy frosting. My God, it's so good. I want to eat it. But yeah, I'd love to see this in body care as well. One we do have in body care, but this one I feel like is a little bit different in the spray. This is Luminous. I absolutely love this in body care. It smells like an old school perfume, but in the room spray, it has its own vibe. It's completely different. It's kind of powdery, kind of incensey, completely different than the perfume or body care, but I do, however, really like this. The next one I have is White Pumpkin. This one I feel like I definitely like more at the fall time of the year. When I smell this right now, I don't know, it's just kind of strange. It feels like a very homely scent, but something about the pumpkin is very different. I don't know what other fragrance notes are in here, but it definitely smells like somebody's house. And the last Bath & Body Works room spray here. Oh my goodness, I could have done a whole video just on the room sprays. This one is Under the Christmas Tree. This is another one that has that green tree-ish smell, but very holiday vibes. You get that like clovey, cinnamon, orange, like, you know, holiday blend in the back as well. So this one, again, not the same as the Fresh Balsam, but has a Christmas tree vibe. And the last of the room sprays in general are these Payne's room sprays. I have the Lilac and the Balsam Fir. This is a home and car fragrance. I actually got these on Mackinac Island. I absolutely love traveling there. It's such a fun time. And I grabbed these. They are pretty famous for their lilacs during their lilac season, and they make all kinds of lilac products. So I got the room spray in the lilac as well as the balsam fir because, you know, I just absolutely love those green tree smells. So yeah, I absolutely loved these, and I would totally get these again if I saw them the next time I go. So now let's talk wallflowers. I've got a handful here. I have two of the Coconut Lime Breeze. I absolutely love a coconutty lime fragrance, and this one's absolutely delicious. This has fragrance notes of zesty lime, lemon verbena, and sheer coconut. I feel like it's pretty close to the coconut lime verbena, but it's not exact. So this one was very nice, but I'm glad that coconut lime verbena did come back in the body care slightly for sass anyway, and I'm glad I picked up some of that because I love that fragrance. I feel like Bath & Body Works does a lime coconut fragrance very well though, because this one was also a really nice one. I have the Fresh Amalfi Lemon, which I also really love in body care. It starts off with lemon leaves. It has chilled spearmint as well as cedarwood citrus, a really, really nice one. I love the lemony zest to this one. I do have the Happy Hanukkah, which is one of my favorite donutty fragrances. Oh my God, it's perfect. It is the raspberry jelly filled donut, which I believe they have now changed the name. It has fragrance notes of pillowy fried donut, sweet jelly filling, and it's sprinkled with powdered sugar. It's so craveable, so delicious, so intense. I love it so much. I look forward to this fragrance coming back. I really hope it does. It's so yummy. And let me be the weird one to say, can we please get this in body care? It is so delicious and craveable. I love those gourmand sweet fragrances. The next one I have here is Aloe and Palm. This is a very like manly type of smell. I think this did actually come out in men's care, but yeah, a really nice one. This one does have fragrance notes of fresh palm leaves, clean eucalyptus, and vetiver woods. Not very many wallflowers, but I do also have a hanging car freshener by Ribbits Stick It's. This is a smaller independent brand. I got this from the Polish and Beauty Expo in one of my bags, and this is actually really cool. You just kind of tie it up on your car mirror and you dump the scent into the lid and it kind of diffuses from there. Really cool. And I can reuse this, which I also really love, a reusable packaging. So that's really fun. So this is kind of a cool brand. I do have other products from them. I really enjoy buying from smaller brands. So this is another one that I enjoy that y'all could check out. I love Ribbit Stick It's. They offer a lot of nail goodies, but they have hand creams, which are really nice. And yeah, they do offer some other fragrance products like this and other cool nail items. Goob is up here doing bobs. He's really upset right now because it's mating season, A. B, it's cold outside and he can't go outside. And C, he's just cranky altogether. So yeah, he's just having just a rough day. I'm glad he's hanging out with us today, but he is blackbearding today because he's really upset. So yeah, love this guy though. All right, next up, let's talk incense. I am an incense girly. I love an incensey fragrance, and I love when a perfume will give me that incensey fragrance. But I love some Nag Champa and the Satya brand in general. I've really been liking the Sandal lately. This is like a sandalwood fragrance. I've actually been preferring this over the original lately, so I went through a ton of them. I have 5 boxes of this one here. Like, we bought the mega pack because we've been burning through these. They just smell so good. I do also have the original here, which also is really nice, but I've really just been preferring the Sandal. And I did try their Dragon's Blood, but I do prefer H&M's version of Dragon's Blood, it turns out. Absolutely crazy because I always prefer this brand over everything that I've tried. But for that specific fragrance, I feel like that one's better. But now let's get into candles. I've got a couple American Home by Yankee Candle here. I've got the homemade pumpkin pie, absolutely delicious. It's exactly what it sounds like. And then I've got the creamy vanilla coconut, which I love a coconut scent. I felt like the throw was a little bit light on this, but it did smell really nice. Somebody actually passed along this next one to me. They didn't really like the fragrance. However, this was a super nostalgic fragrance to me. I didn't know what it was ever in my life, and now I actually know what it is. This is the Yankee Candle Icy Blue Spruce. This one, it almost has like a berry scent to me. For some reason, it doesn't really smell like green needly tree, but it smells really nice and it smells really nostalgic. But yeah, this one actually was a gift to somebody. They gave it to me. Look at, they have somebody's puppos on the back. Whose puppos are though? They're so cute. But yeah, this was like a custom candle even. But hey, if you don't like the fragrance, you don't like the fragrance, what are you gonna do? So yeah, this was like a massive pillar candle. It did last quite some time. I don't really buy Yankee candles, so I didn't really know, but they have 2-wick candles. It's kind of cool, huh? But yeah, I went through the remainder of this one. I did get the sweet pineapple Huntington Home candle from Aldi, and oh my gosh, this was so fruity, so juicy, and the throw was so good. It was so strong, so yummy, and I love a fruity, juicy fragrance, so this was a perfect summery candle. Another Huntington Home one that I really liked was the vanilla candle. Very basic, but so good. Like, I love vanilla, and just to have as an ambient fragrance, it's really nice. However, I did drop my other one, so I have a shattered one of these chillin' that I need to burn, so I might put it maybe in here and see if I can like transfer it. But yeah, this was a really nice candle. I just happened to break one of mine. Another one I really liked from Huntington Home that I would totally buy again was the Sunflower Fields. I loved this. This one was really nice. The fragrance was really good, and I felt like it lasted a long time. The throw was really good. Like, this was a really nice candle. So I've got to keep my eyes out on those Aldi candles. I've also seen them have a couple Waxmelts. So yeah, I picked up some of those and those have been good too. So Aldi is a good home fragrance destination. Little did we know. Another place that's bomb.com for candles is TJ Maxx. This one is a random, this is Red Leaf Home. Okay, so it is a random brand, but the packaging is immaculate, and I could totally clean this out and use it as a jewelry jar or literally anything. It's a really nice candle, and I love the faceted gemmy packaging. It's just so beautiful. It's a nice heavy glass jar. You could gift it to somebody. It has an R in the middle, you know, somebody with an R name. You could use it for that. It's just so cool, and it smelled so good. This one, I forget what the fragrance was. Oh, it was Midnight Pumpkin. I remember it was like a fallish smell. Oh yeah, it was a cream cheesy, like pumpkin-y fragrance. Really, really nice. Would totally repurchase if I saw this again. Like, again, TJ Maxx just has some really nice home fragrance finds kind of hidden away. The next one was a total random one I got. This one was from Sweetwater Decor, but the fragrance sounded so good. This was mahogany, lavender, wood, and geranium. Geranium really gets me in with the woody fragrance. I kind of wanted to know how that was going to turn out. I was going to smell this and test it for you guys, but I forgot. I have some wax in some of these. I've been pouring all my wax melts into my empty candles because I still want to do the video that I talked about a year ago when I said I wanted to make candles out of my leftover wax, and I still plan on doing that. Just haven't gotten around to it, but I am saving that. But this one was a really nice fragrance. I just don't exactly remember what it smelled like. I do remember liking it. I don't remember if the throw was ultra strong. It is only a single wick, but yeah, it was a really cute one. It said I love you on it. I felt like it was more of a blend with that fragrance. Like if it was a super geranium strong scent, I would remember it, and I don't think it was that, but it was nice. The next one was a little one I found at the Five Below. This was like $1.50. It was a ginger and red chili candle. I don't think it had either of those fragrance notes. However, it did smell really, really good. So for $1.25, it was a really nice throw for just this little guy. And yeah, I would totally pick that up if I saw it again. One that I got from the Dollar Tree is the Coconut Macaron. Now, this is a really beautiful packaging. It is. But honestly, the scent on this was nice, but the throw was so small. Like, so small. You had to like hover over it to smell it. Like that kind of throw. Like, no throw. You know what I mean? But the packaging's cute. You could totally reuse that. Really cute. So yeah, a couple little ones from random places. Another little random was the gardenia. This one was from Pinch Me, which is a really cool place where you can get like free samples of things or test products for your review. I'll leave my link down below if you want to check it out. But this was a candle they sent me, and the throw on this was actually really, really strong for being a tiny little candle. It's still really, really strong in there, and I would totally buy these if I saw them in store because they have these adorable little reusable tin packs as well, so really love that. I got the pumpkin chata from Cheerful Giver. Oh my gosh, this candle is small, but it smells so good, and the throw is amazing. So this was a really beautiful one, and I feel like the jar will be really cool to use once I use the wax out of this one. I got this one from a little boutique up near Scottsdale when we went to Arizona. But now let's dive into all the Bath & Body Works candles because I've got so many of them here. So I already told you how much I absolutely loved the donutty goodness of this fragrance, but yeah, I went through 2 of the Happy Hanukkah jelly-filled donut. I love this fragrance so much. I want this in body care like so badly. I did go through the vanilla balsam candle. This is another really lovely one with that green tree smell, but it has the sweetness of vanilla with fragrance notes of balsam fir, frosted vanilla, snow-capped pine needles, and the natural essential oils. So good. Y'all saw how much I loved the mahogany coconut room sprays. Well, I went through just as many candles. I'm telling you, I really love this fragrance and have got to tell Bath & Body Works we need this fragrance in body care. It is so good. I'm willing to say this is one of their best coconut fragrances thus far. Like, it's that good. This has fragrance notes of creamy coconut, mahogany woods, English lavender with natural essential oils. So perfect. I have the Mary Mimosa. I love their bubbly fragranced candles. Like, Champagne Toast was so perfect as a candle. I continue to repurchase it. It's just that good. But this one has a similar type of fragrance note, and I really liked this one. Now, I like bubbly rosé as well, but this is the Mary Mimosa, and this has fragrance notes of sparkling champagne, red apple slices, iced sugar crystals with that natural essential oil. That apple note in there really brightens and freshens and crispens this up. If crispens can be a word today, this is so good. Like, really like this. Would totally grab again. Pink Lavender and Espresso is another one that I've went through in multiple room sprays, but I did also go through in the candle. It's one that I just really love for home fragrance. It's so homely and warm and cozy. Fragrance notes of a rich pink lavender, caramel espresso beans, and smooth vanilla. You know that's yummy. I also have Tree Farm, which is another perfect coniferous green tree smell. This has fragrance notes of crisp pine needle, warm cedar, spiced apple with natural essential oils. So good. Sunrise Woods is another one I went through a ton of room sprays as well as body care. This is just such a perfect fragrance with fragrance notes of creamy sandalwood, sweet berries, and cozy cashmere. I love this fragrance. Ooh, this next one is so yummy. Pineapple mango. It's such a fruity, juicy, yummy, tropical type of fragrance. I love it so much. It has fragrance notes of fresh pineapple juice, mango, and vine-ripened raspberry with that little hint of tartness. It's just so yummy. The next one was a decent one. This one was Frosted Coconut Snowball. It is one that comes back for wintertime during the holidays. This one has fragrance notes of toasted coconut, vanilla musk, and whipped cream. One that I usually look forward to during the fall season is Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. It's pumpkin-y, it's got that nutty note, but it's got that syrupy sweet goodness. So nice. With fragrance notes of maple syrup, golden waffles, and pumpkin spice with that hit of brown sugar. It's a really yummy, craveable one. Another jar that's full of wax. I do have the Fresh Balsam in the Candle, another one that I went through a couple room sprays of. I really love this one. Again, perfect to make your house smell like a perfectly fresh cut Christmas tree. That's in this packaging, but I also have it in this packaging. I forgot about this one. This one is in the little mason jar. These are the same, they're just different packagings. Ooh, this next one is one that I would totally get again. This is Moonlit Graveyard. This smells so mysterious and so good. I love it so much. It literally is just so weird. Like, it's very mysterious. Like, I don't know. When you smell it, it's perfect. It feels eerie. It feels like you're in the foggy woods. Like, it's totally perfect. Never had a fragrance be so on point. Like, oh my gosh. And the packaging is absolutely stunning as well. It has like some holographic ravens in the night sky. So beautiful, like creepy, eerie. Love it so much. One of my absolute favorite fragrances for wintertime is their sugared snickerdoodle in the candle. In the hand cream is my absolute favorite hand cream of all times, even of all the Bath Body Works. It's my very favorite one. But I will say they changed this formula. The fragrance on this is not exactly the same as it used to be. So I don't know. I really hope they go back to the one that they had before. I'm not sure that this exact candle is the one that I'm talking about, because this has other wax in it as well, because this is an older mason lid, but I might not have even picked up the actual sugared snickerdoodle from 2024's version because it smelled different. So yeah, but this one I believe is one of the older ones. I just smell the donut that's in here because there's some other wax in here, but I don't know. It's one of my favorite fragrances. So I would know if it changed, and it totally changed this last year. So I really hope they go back to the original on the sugared snickerdoodle. It used to have fragrance notes of warm spice, creamy vanilla, and sugared musk, which they say it still does, but it doesn't smell the same. Okay. This is the Stress Relief Eucalyptus and Tea candle. This is definitely one of Matt's favorites. He really likes the aromatherapy line. The green one, the blue one, those are like his jamzo, and this one's definitely very calming. It's definitely really nice. Like, it's pretty straightforward. It is what it is. It's really nice. The next one I have is the Fresh Bamboo. Oh my goodness. This is so fresh and green and crisp. I love it so much. I would love to have this again. This does have absolutely cute packaging with the little zebra popping through the palm leaves, but it is really beautiful with fragrance notes of sweet bamboo, lush jasmine, and wild grasses. Now I see why it has that little tinge of floral sweetness to it, that jasmine. Oh, so good. With that bamboo and grass green note. Oh, so good. So this is one I would love to see again. One of my all-time favorites that I look forward to every year is the Island Margarita, baby. This smells so good. It smells like a mango margarita. Like, it says it's just a margarita, but it's got something extra and juicy. It almost smells like a peach. Like, it smells so good. This has fragrance notes of sweet mandarin, island mango, sea salt. So good. It does smell like a fresh, sweet, fruity drink. Gosh, it smells so, so good. Like, I cannot even tell you how lovely and tropical and deep and juicy this is. It's one of my very, very favorites. So went through a couple of this one. Okay, this was decent. This is the Strawberry Snowflakes, which is one that honestly I didn't really like in body care when I smelled it. But when I smell this, I go, why don't I have this in body care? I don't know. It smells really, really nice. It is like a sweet strawberry yet creamy, milky type of fragrance. This is fragrance notes of sweet, juicy strawberries, whipped cream, iced bergamot, and natural essential oils. So nice. I smell like a whipped vanilla-y, like creaminess in there as well. It's pretty nice. The next one is one I would love in body care. This is Gingerbread Bakery. It is another creamy, cheesy, like cinnamony cookie. So craveable. This smells like gingerbread cookies, brown sugar icing, and cinnamon spice. So definitely super craveable, really nice gourmand. Oh, so good. The next one is one of my favorite wintry fragrances. It smells a little bit deep, mysterious, and manly. It's kind of crisp and clean. This one is Frozen Lake with fragrance notes of lavender leaves, cool eucalyptus, and juniper berries. It's almost like a cologne fragrance. I really like this one. Next one is Vanilla from their little black label line. This one kind of came and went. They were single note fragrances, and they are pretty basic, I will say, but they really looked cool. They were very elemental looking, and I do like the packaging. I do. It is a pretty basic vanilla, but it's nice, again, to just have kind of a basic vanilla around the house. It's a nice ambiance type of fragrance, and yeah, I went through this one. It does have fragrance notes of rich vanilla, fresh clove, and soft sandalwood. The clove is definitely there, but not ultra strong. It is kind of something that is tinging the vanilla. You're not quite sure what that is, but yeah, it is nice. It does feel pretty basic though. Unlike this next one, oh God, this is another one I would love to have in the body care. This is Caramel Pumpkin Swirl. So creamy, cheesy, baked goods. Like, oh God, it smells like sweet rolls. So good. This is fragrance notes of luscious caramel, ground cinnamon, and rich brown sugar with creamy vanilla. So yummy. So craveable. Like, we need one of these fragrances to come out in body care. It's just so scrumdiddly. I do have the brightest bloom here. I have other wax in this packaging, and you can still smell the wax on the bottom. That's how strong brightest bloom was as a throw. She is a beautiful fragrance. I absolutely love her. I do have her in body care, and I feel like it's one of the more sophisticated, luxurious, like high-end smelling fragrances Bath & Body Works does. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful floral, and I absolutely loved it in body care as well as home care. This one has fragrance notes of lily of the valley, jasmine sambac, garden carnations, and fresh cedarwood. So good. You don't see carnation very often, and you definitely don't see lily of the valley very often, and this fragrance was just done so friggin' well. Next up, I have Mango Mai Tai. This is one of my favorite fruity, juicy summer fragrances. Oh my goodness, that just smells so good. This smells like fresh mango nectar, exotic jasmine, and sun-kissed grapefruit. Okay, really nice, really beautiful, super tropical, fruity, juicy, warm, so yummy. The next one, I actually just got another one from semi-annual sale. Oh goodness. This one I recently fell in love with. I actually fell in love with this one right before I got sick, and it was very comforting during that time. This one is the Coconut Angel Cake. This one I saw this year and I had to try it. It smells so good. It has fragrance notes of fluffy coconut, angel food cake, and vanilla sugar. I also saw they had the cute little gifting label on the side. You could put somebody's name or a little message. So cute. But this smells like a toasted coconut donut from Dunkin'. Like, it smells so good. So yeah, this one I went through, but I did end up getting another one. And last but not least, y'all, oh my God. If you're still here and watching, drop a heart down in the comments. You're the real ones. The last one I have here is iced dragon fruit tea. I've got two of them. It's one of my favorites. It comes out during the summertime. This one has fragrance notes of tropical dragon fruit, vibrant green tea lemonade, and sweet coconut milk. It's so yummy, sweet, juicy, fruity, but that coconut milk gives it that little bit of lactonic loveliness to round it all out. It just smells so good. This is one I would love to see in body care as well. I absolutely love this whole summer tropical collection that comes out, and I would love to have them in body care. They're just such good fragrances. But y'all, oh my God, we made it through 119 fragrance empties. So wow, that's a lot. And let me just say, I learned a bit from this video. Half of my empties were room sprays, and that means I go through a room spray once a week, which I didn't even realize. That's a lot of room sprays. I mean, it's fine, but like, wow, I didn't really realize I went through that much home fragrance. Having it all in front of me and seeing a year's worth of fragrance, because that's what this ended up being, was a year of home fragrance. So to answer the question, how did I get here? That's it. This is a whole year's worth of home fragrance empties that I just haven't been sharing with y'all. These are all unseen, never before seen, like exclusive empties. Like, these have just been chilling. And so I think I'll be changing this to where I put my home fragrance empties in with my other empties, because this was absolutely crazy. But if you love big empty videos like this, definitely hit that like button, and I'll leave more like it down in the description, because I've got plenty of empties for you. But that about wraps it up for this one. I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks so much for hanging with me. Bye for now.